Good morning, students. So you are once again welcomed in this online teaching program. We were discussing Richard Steele's essay, Recollection of Childhood. In my first lecture, we have a brief introduction of the writer, essayist, and the period to which he belonged, and we have also discussed in journal uh, the outline of the essay, and I have given you some introduction about the essay. And as you know that it is a serious kind of essay, and in which the writer describes that how the recollection of past events take place. So, after giving a general theory of recollection of past events, and he says that the you can say that the shock, the jolt which we receive in the childhood, it remains forever. And that's why that he compares it with an embryo when the child is in a tender age, and in that age he receives a great shock, so it dampens the growth of his mind, because the impression is so great that he never overcomes it. So, after describing all the theories of recollection of childhood, the writer says the first experience of sorrow which he undergoes was that he recollects the events of his father's death. He was around 5 years of age. So he was a young boy, and he was surprised with the happening in the house. Let us say that he was surprised at what is happening in the house. No one was willing to play with him. The father's body was put in a coffin. His mother was weeping bitterly, and the child thinks that someone had locked his father into the box. So, and there was no one to play with him. There was no one willing to play with him on that day. So, this was the first and the greatest sorrow which he faced in early childhood. The experience had enabled him to understand such kind of emotions. It has also helped him to sympathize with other fellow persons. So the writer says that in the childhood he received such a severe jolt of sorrow that it made him aware that what kind of feelings a man has when he is hurt bitterly. The experience had enabled him to understand such kind of emotions. It has also helped him to sympathize with other fellow persons. The writer also points out that untimely and unhappy deaths are the most painful. So this is also a common truth that untimely and unhappy deaths are the most painful. Human beings are quite unaware about many occasions. The life becomes very difficult. On many occasions, the life becomes very difficult. The death gives a relax. You can say that it provides a comfort from the suffering. It is also seen that many people suffer death on the order of the command of a tyrant. Tyrant means the cruel, because in olden times we have the kingly states, and when the one king invades the another kingdom, and many soldiers were killed in that battle. So it is just the command of of a tyrant takes the life of thousands of people. It is also celebrated the death of a person who dies bravely. It is our tradition that we commemorate, we discuss, we give great honor to the persons who are died, who are killed in the battle, and those who fought very bravely in the battlefield. Therefore, the death is cruel as well as the benevolent. Benevolent means the kind. Cruel means in the sense that we become the victim of the whims of a tyrant. Tyrant means the cruel person. The whims means that just by his order, thousands people lose their life. And the benevolent in this way that sometimes the death becomes a very welcome thing. Why? Because the sufferings, the illness has become so great that it is impossible to recover health. So, in that case, it is desired that very soon death would come and this suffering would end. So, in this way, the writer concludes the essay with this remark that death should be cruel to the ambitious and not to the cruel to the weak and humble people. It is also very famous sentence of the essay, Richard Steele, that he wishes that death should be cruel to the ambitious. Ambitious people was that those who are willing, those who have ambition, those who have plans, those who have put the life of thousands of people in jeopardize. Many they have put the lives of many people in danger. Ambitious people, because you know that the kings they were very ambitious people. They want to annex, to capture another kingdom and to enhance their kingdom. So it is their ambition, but this ambitions becomes very fatal to the public. And he says that cruel and death should not be cruel to the weak and humble people. The death is a very hard to remove. The writer expresses wonder that in the same week he had seen his mother dressed up for a ball, that is a kind of a dance party, and in a shroud. A shroud means that when someone is dead and the ladies are not allowed to wear the colorful dress, the colorful clothes. Shroud is a piece of cloth in which the dead body is wrapped. That is shroud. So this is the life that in a week he had seen his mother dressed up for a party, for a dance party, and a shroud. The writer mind was disturbed up with these kind of ideas, with these kind of serious ideas, when a servant interrupted him with a knock at his door, and the whole recollection of past events strings breaks, and he was cut off from that kind of serious thinking. So in this way we can say that although the essay is of serious nature, but it teaches us, it brings out many characteristic features of our life, and I hope that you would also learn, you would also enjoy some kind of things which the writers has described in this essay. Uh, and I hope that I would send you the notes in the PDF form, and so you should make a copy of it. And if you need any kind of explanation and help, you can contact me. You can just left a query to me, and I will try my best to resolve all your doubts and queries. Thank you.